The old lighthouse stood tall. It stood strong on a tiny, rocky island. Its beacon was a welcome sight. Sailors relied on it. Every night it pierced the darkness. It warned them of the jagged rocks. It guided them home. The lighthouse was a symbol of hope. It was a promise of safety. For years the lighthouse had stood alone. It had weathered countless storms. It had seen the sun rise and set. It had witnessed the changing tides. Yet it never faltered. It never strayed from its duty. It stood as a sentinel, a silent guardian of the sea. And Mr. Finch was the lighthouse keeper. He was a man of few words. His face was etched with the passage of time. Like the sea, he was a mystery. He lived a solitary life. His only companion was the vast ocean. Mr. Finch was a creature of habit. Each day he meticulously cleaned the lighthouse lamp. He polished the brass fittings until they gleamed. He kept a watchful eye on the horizon. He scanned for any sign of trouble. No one knew much about Mr. Finch's past. Some whispered he was a retired sailor. Others said he was running from a broken heart. Whatever his story, Mr. Finch kept it to himself. His secrets were as deep as the ocean itself. One night, a fierce storm raged. The wind howled like a banshee. Waves crashed against the rocky shore. The little island was battered by the tempest. A small fishing boat fought against the waves. It was caught in the storm's fury. On board was Ellie. She was a young woman with bright, curious eyes. Ellie was brave, but she was scared. The storm threatened to swallow her whole. Desperately, she searched for the lighthouse's beam. She clung to hope. Finally, she saw it. Ellie steered her boat toward the light. With a surge of relief, she reached the island. She stumbled ashore, soaked and exhausted. Mr. Finch appeared in the lighthouse doorway. He helped Ellie inside. The storm raged on. Ellie was grateful for the shelter. She looked around the small, cozy room. Her eyes fell on a dusty book. She picked it up. It was filled with old nautical charts. One page had a faded map. It showed a hidden path. The path led to a cave on the island. Ellie's curiosity was piqued. What was the cave hiding? Why was this map tucked away in the lighthouse? She knew she had to find out.